This Asmongold situation is nuts, and we're getting more information trickling out about it. But I'll tell you one thing that is absolutely positive is that literally everybody seems to have an opinion about this one way or the other. It is extremely, extremely polarizing. With that said, I wanted to follow up with some more information and kind of give you a rundown of what other people are saying about this crazy story, because there's from both sides. It's nuts. Hey, everybody, I'm Craig. Welcome to the Side Scrolls podcast channel. Hey, how about you hit the subscribe button? Join the 103,000 normal men as we continue to grow. You found it, the place for common sense in the video game world. Here we are, ready to go. Okay, so let's talk about this Asmongold thing. Now, I did a video earlier talking about how he was banned from Twitch. And this got a lot of people riled up. And we didn't know for how long he was banned. Well, news has come out courtesy of Slasher. And Slasher, well, listen, we've seen some ups and downs from Slasher. He is definitely shown to be, well, there have been times where he said, hey, I don't want to report on this stuff, going back to the Dr. Disrespect stuff. I've known this for a while, but I didn't want to report on it because of the sensitivity of it. Well, he's going to report on this. And he says Asmongold has been suspended from Twitch for 14 days, according to sources with knowledge of the situation. Now, we just talked about this a couple days ago when it comes to in Demion's video. And Demion used the phrase insider, right? People who are anonymous sources. Maybe that's the way that it should be phrased here. Sources with knowledge of the situation as opposed to anonymous sources, because people are not critical of Slasher over here for saying sources closest to the, with knowledge of the situation. But with that said, we will take it for what it is. 14 days from today. Now, if we're going to do some math on it, that would line us up right before Halloween for when Asmongold would be able to stream. Now, there hasn't been word about if both accounts, but only the singular account that he's been streaming, because he has his main account, then he has another account that he likes to play games on, or he used to play games on. I think the last time he streamed on it was 2 years ago. So, but let's talk about the response to this. Like I said, it's been extremely polarizing along the way. Now, just off the bat, we see this person, Capri's son, Poppy, who is Palestinian and Lebanese. Once again, whatever. I just want to provide you guys with a take from everybody. He says, hey, Asmongold, what about my culture makes it okay to genocide my friends and family? Now, we could watch this minute 15 clip, but I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't, okay, we'll just watch it real quick. All right.
I consider a genocide as a systematic killing of a group of people. They have genocide built into Sharia law right now. So no, I'm not going to cry a fucking river when people who have genocide that's baked into their laws are getting genocided. I don't give a fuck. They're terrible people. It's not even a question. It's crazy that people don't see it that way. They'd be doing the same thing. And how much did they kill? As many as they can. They're not able to kill as many people as Israel because they don't have as many bombs and as many weapons. But if they did, they'd be doing the same thing. That's it. Just takes enough. That's right. These people are not your allies. They are not the same as us. They come from an inferior culture that is horrible. It kills people for their identity, and it is directly antithetical to everything Western values stand for, and it is an inferior culture in all ways. It is that simple. No, I don't feel bad for them. I don't feel sorry for them. I don't care. I don't support them.
So you can hear it. I know a lot of you guys have heard that, but I think for context, we should definitely play that. With that said, you can see where the culture aspect of things come in. He says, I think that's probably where he got hit the most, was the idea of calling an inferior culture. But let's hear how other people are responding to this. Let's go to Kirsha. And Kirsha brings up some interesting points. The crazy Fox lady who is going to be on our show on Thursday. So make sure you guys show up for that. It should be really great. He says, I find this amusing, not just because people like Hassan are able to talk to terrorists, but because what he said was what the average normie thinks about the situation, but won't say out loud. I'm kind of surprised he said it even. The whole situation is fascinating to watch. I agree that it is absolutely fascinating to watch, to see the response across the way, because there have been takes that have been insane on both sides of it. Extreme, for sure. I'm not super, let's see. So this person had a roach squashed thing that says 139,000 likes over here. Jake Lucky, who is a reporter man in the video game space. He posted this as, dude could have played video games for the rest of his life and made millions, but instead wastes his time needing to share his opinion on every single world topic. This is literally what Asmongold does. Like his job is to share his topic, his opinion on every single world topic. He's done that for years. That's what he's made his career. Yes, he got his start with World of Warcraft, but he has grown insanely based off of his takes and his opinion on certain things, reacting to content. He has literally made channels from reacting to the people's videos. He is a go-to when it comes to, he's a cultural touch point, if you will, when it comes to that. But there's more. And we saw this as well. Somebody came in like, I am no longer going to be affiliated with Starforge PCs in any capacity because Asmongold is one of the owners. Fuck this toothless idiot, straight up Islamophobic hate speech, because this dumb asshole doesn't want to play WoW anymore and wants just chatting money. Fuck that. So who is Stevemus Prime? Well, he is a gaming creator. He is a him living in the US. And I thought it'd be funny because is this guy actually associated with Starforge PCs, right? And I was like, well, who is this guy? So I looked over at his X account or his Twitch account. He has 625 followers, okay? And the last time he streamed was several days ago. Yeah, 9 days ago. So it's not like, I don't think that Starforge PCs really has Stevemus Prime high on his list of their creators along the way. But this had, 5,000 likes, and people were like, oh, this was used as, look at all the people that are leaving this company, Starforge PCs. Oh my gosh. With all due respect, Stevemus Prime, I think they're going to be all right. But there's more. Of course, there's Brandon Herrera, who is a big 2A guy along the way. He says, nah, you did nothing wrong. Fuck Twitch for banning someone for having an opinion. And I think that's the other thing here, is the idea that there is a free speech element to this, which we're going to get into a little bit. This guy counters back, says, man, I get the free speech thought here, but to say that he doesn't care if an entire ethnic group gets wiped out because of an inferior culture is super damaging when he has the following he does. Twitch isn't the government, and certain things have repercussions. And as he said, being influential doesn't forbid you from having an opinion, which I think is a really brave, it's not even a brave statement. That's a good statement. Being influential shouldn't prevent you from having an opinion on what you want to talk about. But when it comes to opinions, there's also quote tweets and responses like this. Now, I talked about how Asmongold kind of bent the knee a little bit, and he apologized, which is something he said he would never do. I talked about it in the previous video. He said, looking back on it, I was way too much of an asshole on the Palestine thing. My bad. Of course, no one deserves to have their life destroyed, even if they do things or have views that I find regressive. You guys deserve more than me saying stupid shit like that. Do better. A lot of people are like, yo, what the fuck, from both sides. Either this isn't good enough, or why did you apologize at all? Especially when you say you never apologize. But then you see responses like this, my bad. And you can only, this is very much alluded to wanting to kill him. Right? It's a guy literally shooting guns at a target, right? And unloading a clip as fast as he possibly can from as close range as possible. So, that's really that's got to be what he's alluding to right there, Caleb. Him. So, who knows? And there you go right there. It is what it is. Now, Smash JT had a thought on this as well. And Smash channel has been doing really well. He's been doing a lot of great journalism over there, even though he's not truly considers himself a video game journalist, but YouTube channel has been blowing up for a great reason. But he just simply said this: stop censoring people. And he followed it up with, whether or not you agree with what someone said or their stance on the issue, censorship is always a form of control, forcing you to fall in line with groupthink. I'd argue the move by Twitch here is infinitely worse than whatever someone said on stream. That's an interesting take for sure. But I do think there is a censorship aspect to this. And, some people will point to a terms of service with this. Well, the terms of service is this. And I could see, in today's society where everybody's had their fifis get hurt about something, I could certainly see people's fifis getting hurt about what he said, especially on such a polarizing topic. I mean, we've seen the response from all sides of this. But the real question is this going to hurt Asmongold? And the answer is probably not. Probably not by any way, shape, or form. When you look at his channel over on Social Blade, you see his channel. It's obviously an A channel over on YouTube in particular. And you can see the growth that he's had on his channel, approaching 3 million subscribers. And this is the number you want to look at. 134 million views in the last 30 days. And this is his growth pattern right here. This is still a shit 18 million views. My God, if I got 18 million views in a month, are you kidding me? That's insane. He went from 18 million up to last month having his best month of 132 million. So what's that, 5x, 6x, whatever, from 18 million? That's insane. And he's still continues to grow every month. 100,000 subscribers. I mean, this guy is a freak of nature. And you have not seen a drop off in YouTube membership, our subscriptions over here. This has not been a thing. So he has not dropped off at all. But what about his revenue? I think that's the other thing that needs to be talked about. There's a YouTube channel called Views for You, and you can see why this 2-week ban is like it's a vacation for Asmongold, and a vacation that he can truly go on wherever he wants. Whereas on average, he's earning just from YouTube. I want to put just from YouTube, from his clips, he's earning $792,000. Now, this is a pretty high CPM. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a high CPM, but he does have any integrations. So that does not include his other businesses. That does not include Twitch. And, I don't know if that's truly that. Let's just say he earns half of that every month. Okay, let's just say he earns half of that. Let's say he earns 20% of that. He's still earning over $100,000 a month. He's still a multimillionaire, and he's still doing just fine, if you will. So this is obviously a very polarizing situation, and you guys are obviously very, very interested in it. I will continue to cover it as news comes out. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button right here. Also, go watch another video right here. Appreciate you guys.